And welcome back to the second half. I'm Kevin Arrow bringing you the live play-by-play action between the visiting Sharyland Rattlers and the Rivera Raiders. We're coming to you live from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Thank you for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com and KBSD TV, BISD Football. And if you're head coach Tom Chavez, I give some kudos to your defense, not allowing Lance Madden to find the end zone, but it's the special teams that has been the key in this one. 2 punt returns for a touchdown, a field goal, and a safety, to put it in a nutshell. The Raiders will be getting their hands on the football, and the second half is underway. High kickoff, in and out of his hands, and he's going to take a kneel in the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback to kick this second half off. Rattlers with a 19-0 lead. Again, a pair of punt returns for touchdowns gave the Rattlers an early 14-0 lead. Then Lance Madden punted the football away and pinned the Raiders inside to their own 1-yard line, resulted in a safety. That put them up 16-0. Then with a 45-yard field goal from Abraham Chan, slingshotting them in front, 19-0. Second half action. Here we go. Raiders with the football. Elizondo under center. Hand off left side. Big hole. And a good open field tackle. Good opening play. Daniel Reda.
9-yard gain on the play.
9-yard pickup on the ground. The Raiders still alive in this one. Down but not out, as some would say. Chris Zuniga checking into the game at wide receiver. He's lined up to the far left. Raiders coming to the line. Levi, wide right. One back set for the Raiders. Zondo, they'll stick to the ground game right at the marker. We'll see where they spot this one. Kind of a right foot, left foot from the officials.
Enough yardage for the first down for the Raiders at the 35-yard line.
That scamper there was good enough to pick up a Raider first down. Ball on the 30. 2 plays and a first down for Rivera. Both of them on the ground. 13 on the play clock. Sean Landez roaming the secondary. Motion man for Rivera. Hand off to the right side. Hit immediately, and a good tackle from Tristan Garcia. Raiders sticking to the ground game on the first 3 plays of the second half. 10:33 in the third quarter. Again, these Raiders 0-2 on the year. Again, non-district play. Started out their season against Weslaco East and Edinburgh North. Raiders with their second home game. Meanwhile, the Rattlers are off to a 2-0 start. 2nd and 9. Play action pass, rolling out to the right, flushed out, hit as he was throwing, balls up, nice catch in traffic, still on his feet, crossing midfield into Rattler territory is Edward Rubio.
On the tackle of Rubio, number 14, Xavier Gatsa.
First down, Rivera.
15-yard reception on the play to the 49-yard line.
They'll be at the 49-yard line into Rattler territory. 15-yard pitch and catch from Elizondo to his number 1 target, Rubio. 9:16. Ball right around midfield. Hand off again to the right side. Hit immediately in the backfield. Nice play there. Marcelio Martinez on the tackle. It's a loss of 2 yards on the run. .9:16 in the third quarter. Now there's an injured Raider on the field. It's like Ray Sanchez, an offensive lineman. So with the injured man on the field, we're going to take a timeout up here in the press box. Sharyland 19, Rivera nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com along with KBSD TV. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back. The injured man is up on his feet. That's Ray Sanchez walking off on his own power. So the Raiders will set up shop, 49-yard line, 2nd and 12. Updated score, Corpus Christi King 21, Weslaco 7. That's in the third quarter. Keep you up to date. Well, the scores from around the valley. This is one of 3 games being streamed on valleycentral.com. Play action pass. Here comes the blitz. Deep ball. Caught. 15-10. 5. Touchdown Raiders. Sammy Oribe with a big touchdown reception on the play action pass. And the Raiders are back into this one. Just nice design there from the quarterback Elizondo, selling the play action pass, getting the one-on-one coverage. 19-6 with the extra point coming up.
Holding for the extra point, number 13, Danny Elizondo. With the attempt, number 14, Sharyland Martinez.
Snaps there, Elizondo the holder. The extra point is up. It is good. So Rivera on their opening drive of the second half find the end zone. Sharyland 19, Rivera 7 with 8:53 in the third quarter. You're listening to valleycentral.com along with KBSD TV. We're going to take a quick break. Welcome back to Sam's Memorial Stadium.
Kicking off for the Raiders, 14, Sharyland Martinez.
Raiders getting on the scoreboard.
12, James Cole, number 9, Manny Campos, and number 7, Sean Landis.
8:53 in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff, left to right. 19-7 is your score. Rattlers looking to take this one out, reversing field to the right side, crossing the 25 down to the 30. Where he's met up. So here comes the Sharyland offense for the first time in the second half.
The return tripped up by number 20, Victor Melchor.
Agria 24, PSJ Southwest 21. It's an updated score. They're also in the third quarter. Rattlers with the football. First time here in the second half. It's going to be a jet sweep. Cole, the man with the ball, crossing the 30, trying to cut upfield, and met by a gang of Raider defenders. Sniffing out that play from the word go.
Into the stop, number 25, Christian Martinez, also Christopher Godoy, number 7. And number 3, Hugo Pesina. No gain on the play.
Rattlers rolling out to the right, crossing the 30, 35, lowering his shoulder is their quarterback, Lance Madden.
Jerry Barbosa.
See where the officials mark this one, call it a 3rd and 3. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. Plenty of running room. Picks up a block. First down and more from Mauricio Martinez.
First down yardage for the Rattlers. 10-yard run to the 49-yard line.
So you're listening to the Rattlers and the Raiders. Corpus Christi King and Weslaco in action, along with La Jolla and Edinburgh Vela. The other two games being streamed on valleycentral.com. Flags come in from the far side of the field. Sharyland jumps on the loose football. We're going to get the call from the officials. Waiting on the call from the official. Here it goes.
Holding on the defense, number 54. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
So it's going to be a hold against Sharyland. That'll back them up to a 1st and 20. Motion man for the Rattlers. Madden rolling out to his left. Flushed out of the pocket, has to get rid of it, and does. Still finds a man. That's going to be a completed pass to Nathan Gonzalez.
Yard reception to the 47-yard line.
14-yard pickup, 2nd and 7 after the penalty. They'll fake the jet sweep. That play up, nice one-handed snag, crossing midfield to the 40, 30. Martinez again on the reception.
Mauricio Martinez forced out of bounds by Victor Melchor, number 20.
So after the penalty, the Rattlers need 2 plays to pick up a first down. .6:38 in the third quarter.
We're going to push in the back. Number 75 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
So with that penalty going against the Rattlers, 2nd penalty on this drive for Sharyland. Very uncharacteristic of a disciplined football team.
2nd down and 8 for the Rattlers from the 49-yard line of the Raiders.
2nd and 8 for Sharyland after picking up that first down. Flushed out to the left, chase from behind, fires that pass, complete. And again, there's a flag down on the turf. Laredo Guerra on the reception.
One Laredo Guerra tackled by 26, J.J. Salazar.
Holding, number 2 on the offense.
That's going to be a holding call against Robbie Gonzalez of the Rattlers. So again, the penalties starting to stack up here against Ron Adame and his team. Taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back on this drive. Sure, the defense of Rivera going to capitalize on these miscues. 2nd and 20 again, ball on their own 39. Madden will spread him out, chase from behind, flushed out of the pocket. That pass behind is intended wide out. Guerra. Pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 20. 6-11 here in the third quarter. 19-7 is your score. Rattlers with the lead. Here comes the blitz from the Raiders. Again, Madden being flushed out. Chase from behind. Hit as he was thrown. Ball's up in the air. Incomplete pass. No flags on the field. Manny Campos, the intended wide receiver. Again, this Rivera defense stepping up big. 6 minutes in the third quarter. Rattlers will be punting this one away from right to left. So there'll be 12 games that will be streamed live on audio on valleycentral.com. We'll get through the list in just a moment. But we do know there's a doubleheader here on Saturday. We'll get to that in just a moment as well. Punts away. Off his fingertips is Rubio. That's a live ball. Fortunate for the Raiders, he's able to maintain possession. And a scary play there. .548 now. Raiders got a long way to go. They're at their own 9-yard line after the muffed punt. Hand off right side. All the way up to the 10-yard line. So Mac High and Harlingen High will go at it tomorrow. The Cardinals and the Bulldogs. That's going to be a big game. The Raider down on the field around the 10-yard line. Looks like he can't get up. So we're going to run through the list while the trainers will tend to the injured Raider. So Mac High and Harlingen will be tomorrow in Harlingen. Harlingen South and Weslaco East. McAllen Memorial at San Benito. PSJ at Economides. Edinburgh Bobcats here against the Brownsville Veterans Chargers. Los Fresnos at PSJ North. PSJ Memorial at Nicky Rowe. Donna North at Mission. Corpus Christi Ray at Sharyland. I'll be there to have that call. And we'll get into Saturday's football games. Brownsville Lopez against Brownsville Pace. It's a 2 o'clock game, one of the Twin Bill. And the Donna Redskins will come into town to take on the Brownsville Hanna Eagles. That's at 7:30. The website shows 7 o'clock, but we got confirmation earlier that the game was pushed back to 7:30. So the injured Raider down on the field. We just gave you the upcoming schedule on valleycentral.com. We're going to take a quick break. Sharyland 19, Rivera 7. Listening to valleycentral.com and KBSD TV.
That with a 2-yard gain in the play, 2nd down and 8.
And welcome back. That was Joe King, the injured Raider. He's back up, walking off the field. 2nd and 8, ball on their own 11. Lizondo, play action, incomplete pass.
Pass intended for number 46, Brian Gutierrez.
Brian Gutierrez, the intended wide receiver. Now the Raiders are facing a 3rd and 8. Expect to see a blitz here. Here Danny Elizondo backed up inside their own 10, trailing 19-7, 5:27 in the 3rd quarter.
3rd down, Raiders.
11 seconds on the play clock. Elizondo under center, 3 receivers set, looking to his left. Fires that pass, intercepted by Sean Landes, and he'll take that one into the house. Touchdown, Rattlers.
Touchdown by number 7, Sean Landis.
Sean Landes picks that pass off, finds the end zone. 25-7's now the score. Landes scoring for the 2nd time tonight. On a punt return and now an interception return for a touchdown. Extra point coming up. There he is. That's the X factor. Sean Landes. The extra point is up. No good. He shanked that one, so the score will remain Sharyland 25, Rivera 7, 5:19 in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to valleycentral.com and KBSD TV. We'll be back in a moment.
Vikings will host the Lopez Lobos here at Sam Stadium at 7:30. On Saturday, we have a doubleheader starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Porter Cowboys will host the University of Nuevo Leon. And at 7 p.m. on Saturday night, Hannah Eagles will host the Donna Redskins. Also on tomorrow night's action for high school football here in Brownsville, Veterans Memorial Chargers will play a home game at their Charger Stadium on their campus as they host the Edinburgh Bobcats.
Welcome back with 5:19 in the third quarter. Rattlers have a 25-7 lead after that pick six from Sean Landez. And the kickoff will sail the back of the end zone. Touchback. So Danny Elizondo and company will take over. Third quarter, Edinburgh Vela 42, La Jolla High 7. Here in the third quarter. With Thursday night action. PSJ Southwest 28, La Grulla 24, also in the third quarter. They're going back and forth in that one. Fourth quarter, Corpus Christi King 28, Westlaco High 7. Some updated scores from around the valley. Raiders with the football. Handoff. Gaining a couple there.
The ball carrier tripped up by number 51, Rudy Tornero.
.458 and counting. Pickup of 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8. Augie Martinez lined up wide left for the Raiders. Elizondo under center. Play action. Out to the flat. Hit immediately in a nice open field tackle.
Pass complete to number 46, Brian Gutierrez, tackled by number
Brian
5,
Gutierrez
Garcia.
on the receiving end on that play. Pick up a
3-yard reception on the play.
big 3rd and 6 here for Rivera.
36.
They're going to have to keep moving the football down the field, and clock's going to have to start to become a factor. Even though we're in the third quarter, they're going to want to score more often and quicker, if you want to say it like that. Sharyland, their offense, can strike quick. Fumbles a snap as Elizondo. He breaks one tackle, fires it deep down the right sideline. Pass incomplete, broken up
Pass intended for Chris Zuniga, defending on the play number
by
26,
Sebastian Toledo.
Sebastian Toledo.
3:46. Elizondo fumbled the football, picked it up, avoided pressure, threw it down the right sideline. That'll be a 4th and 6. Snaps there, punts away. Campos. Looks like they're not going to get a shot to return this one at the 35-yard line. So Edward Velasquez will down that one. 3:37 left here in the third quarter. Sharyland 25, Rivera 7. And again, special teams and their defense now playing a factor in this one. 2 punt returns for a touchdown, a safety, a field goal, and now a pick six. And that missed extra point makes it 25-7. That pass incomplete to the far right side. Now Diego Chrysler is the quarterback.
Oh, incomplete.
Lance Madden now lined up at wide receiver. He's lined up to the far right wearing the number 8. Chrysler, however, is wearing the number 6. Got some big shoes to fill, and I say they've filled them quite well after Tres Barrera. Definitely leaving his mark here at Sharyland, and it looks like the
Dead ball.
left guard,
Full start on the offense.
for
5-yard
Sharyland.
penalty. Still second down.
Marcelio Martinez, found guilty of the false start. So it'll back him up 5 out of the gun. Is Chrysler. He'll step up, looking for someone, and that pass falls incomplete. Trying to go from one quarterback to the other. That pass was about short hopped. Lance Madden, the intended wideout, bouncing off the turf. 3rd and 15 after the false start. Chrysler out of the shotgun. 4 receivers set. Calling for the football. Here comes the blitz. Ball's tipped in the air, nearly intercepted.
By number 4,
Angel Espinosa almost made himself a play. He tipped that football up and nearly came down with it on an interception. He could have taken it in for 6. If anything, he would have had the ball deep in Rattler territory. But again, this Rivera defense stepping up big.
Back to punt number 8, Lance Madden.
Punts away, spiral punt. Take it out at the 25, crossing the 30, 35, 40, all the way around the midfield, and a good return there
Tackle 44.
from Edward Rubio.
Ramirez. Line of scrimmage of the Raiders are 49-yard line.
3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Sharyland still with a 25-7 lead. Ball placed on the 49-yard line. Motion man is Orvai. Fumbled the snap again was Elizondo. We've seen that a couple times tonight. Fortunately for the Raiders, they're able to cover up the loose football. 2:50 and counting. .234. 2nd and 11 for the Raiders. It's going to be a false start on the far side. It's like Chris
Good ball. Full
Zuniga,
start, number 11 on the offense. 5-yard
listed at
penalty.
wide receiver to the
Still
far,
second
on the
down.
far side of the field. Got an early jump. It's going to be an easy call for the officials. That'll back the Raiders up another 5, making it a 2nd and 16. Two minutes and 10 seconds here in the third quarter. Raiders with the football. They trail 25-7. 5 on the play clock. Elizondo, 5-step drop, steps up, fires deep ball down the right. Orvai incomplete, overshoots his man.
Intended for Samuel Rivera.
Sebastian Toledo on the coverage. Third and 16 now. So the buck 54 here in the third quarter. Rivera with the
Third down,
football.
Raiders.
Ball on their own 43, stepping up. Still looking downfield, fires, incomplete pass. And a huge hit there from Sean Landez. Hard hitting was Sean Landez on that play, and he's down on the turf. 45-yard line. Now the coaches for the Raiders are looking for a flag. But the good news is that Augie Martinez will get back up. That was a big hit.
Back to button 14.
So 4th and 16. That was their Superman, Sean Landez. Low snap. Able to get this one off. Landez will haul it in and tackled immediately. Nice open field tackle. Edward Velasquez.
21, Edward Velasquez.
Seems like they have not found a kryptonite for
Line
Landez.
of scrimmage of the Rattlers are 16-yard
Seen him the past couple of years, and kid can do it all. It's been evident here tonight on punt return. Roaming the secondary with a pick 6. A minute 36 here in the third quarter. (25-7), all Rattlers. Motion man. Jet sweep to the left, cutting back upfield and stretching for an extra yard or two was Guerra on the carry.
Number 7, Christopher Godoy. Gain of 5 on the play.
Out of the shotgun. And there'll be another handoff to the left hash.
For Angel Espinosa, number 25, Christian Martinez with a tackle of Mauricio Martinez.
Mauricio Martinez
No gain of play,
again.
3rd and 5.
On the carry. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Out of the shotgun are the Rattlers. 4 receivers set. Looking back to pass. Chase from behind is Chrysler. Down he goes.
Number 42, Jerry Barbosa tackling quarterback. Christ.
Jerry Barosa with a coverage sack there.
7 on the play.
There is 25 seconds and counting. Call it a 4th and 12. Raiders, or rather the Rattlers, however, don't have to punt this one off. Can just wait for the quarter to end.
And Smith, number 8.
So the Rattlers will let that one roll into the end of the third quarter. Sharyland 25, Rivera 7. You're listening to KBSG TV alongside with ValleyCentral.com. I'm Kevin Arrow. Fourth quarter action coming right up. Welcome back to the action. Rattlers will be punting this one away on a 4th and 12 after the coverage sack. And again, the Raiders still hanging around in this one. The Rattlers have been unable to put this team away. That one will take a Rattler roll to the 39, to the 38. We'll see where they spot this one officially.
Line of scrimmage of the Raiders will be their 39-yard line.
Spotted on the 39-yard line. So we are in the fourth quarter, final quarter of play.
34, La Grulla 24.
We have an updated score in the fourth quarter. PSJ Southwest 34, La Grulla 31.
Westco Panthers 7.
Keep you up to date. Edward Vela 49, La Jolla 7 there in the third quarter. 11:46. Raiders with the football. Elizondo, play action. Here comes the blitz. He gets rid of it at the last second, flipping it like a shovel pass, but that play goes nowhere.
Tackled for a loss by number 32.
Daniel Rueda on the reception. Elizondo was able to he got rid of that one just in time. They'll lose 8 on that play, so it's a 2nd and 18. Elizondo, draw play, handoff, right side.
The tackle of Rivera, number 76, Brian Peña.
So on that draw play, didn't pick up much. It'll still be a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Be a 3rd and 12. Picked up 6. Nine on the play clock rather. Elizondo under center, back to pass, looking to his left, steps up, fires an out route, complete at midfield. Joey Silva on the receiving end of that one.
Tackled by 19, Raciel Garza.
Raciel Garza on the tackle. They're going to call it a 1st down. Rivera on a big conversion there to keep this drive alive.
Midfield.
Rivera will line up with 2 wide receivers. Rubio lined up at the tight end to the left side. Handoff up the middle. Football's on the ground. Looks like the Raiders did
Frank Cepelino.
recover it, but the official's going to say he was down.
Tackle 72, Beto Ruiz.
.927 in the 4th quarter. Scoreboard will indicate a 2nd and 10. Ball right around midfield. 9 minutes and counting. The Raiders are going to have to hurry up and get to the ball and quickly score. Elizondo back to pass, flushed out to his left. Looking for a man, fires at the last second. Did he haul it in? Incomplete pass on the far side of the field. He was looking for Silva again. Bring up a 3rd and 10 with 8:52.
Intended for number 15, Joey Silva.
.852 remaining in this one.
3rd down for the Raiders.
The Rattlers staying in 5A. They're a part of the District 31 5A. 3rd and 10. Elizondo back to pass. Fires. Complete.
Pass complete
Down to the
to
near
Odell.
side to the 40. Sammy Orvai
32, Eddie Morales.
on the reception, and he'll keep the drive alive in another big conversion. Rio Grande City, Edinburgh Vela,
11-yard
Sharyland Roma, Sharyland Pioneer,
40-yard line.
Mission Memorial, and Far Valley View all in the district of these Rattlers. 25-game win streak on the line here, but so far so good. Hand off left side, crossing the 40, 35.
The ball carrier on the tackle, 15.
Rattlers clear-cut favorites to win the district. Edinburgh Vela could give them a run for their money. Coached up by Michael Salinas, has put together a high-octane offense. That game could potentially have shootout written all over it. Here counterparts in District 32. 5A, other teams in the Valley. We'll get to that after this play. It's an 8-10 left in the fourth quarter. Fumbled the football, Elizondo. He'll fall on it again. These Raiders having trouble holding on to that football. Third down coming up. Donna, Brownsville Porter, PSJ High, PSJ Southwest, Brownsville Pace, Donna North, Mercedes, at Calchelsea. Now in the mix in the 5A rankings along with their rivals, the Mercedes Tigers. 3rd and 7 coming up. That's the 5A. We'll go ahead and jump ship to the 6A side and talk about the district for these Rivera Raiders. Faking the handoff, play action. Stepping up is Elizondo. He's going to call his own number, cuts to the outside, stiff arms a man, picks up the first down.
Tripped up by number 26, Sebastian Toledo. 9-yard
Rivera,
first down on the 28-yard line.
part of the District 32 6A, Los Fresnos, Harlingen, San Benito, Brownsville, Hanna, Harlingen South, Vets Memorial, and Brownsville Lopez, all in the district. Los Fresnos, always in the playoffs, along with Harlingen High. I like those Rattlers, a powerhouse in the Valley. Hand off again. Get back at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by number 90.
A lot of folks saying Harlingen South is going to have a down year, but they went on the road and got an impressive win. Then lost last week at home to Edinburgh Vela. I think the jury is still out on Harlingen South. I've yet to see Vets Memorial, Marcus Castillo and company. Then District 31 6A, its own district of his own. 2nd and 11 for the Raiders. Play action, Elizondo out to his right. Flushed out, and he'll throw this one away with 6:12 remaining in the ball game. Edinburgh North, Weslaco, Edinburgh High, Economides, PSJ North, Weslaco East, PSJ Memorial makes up the 32, or rather the District 31 6A.
3rd down and 11 for the Raiders at the 29-yard line.
6:11 remaining in the ball game. Raiders have had a lengthy drive here. Back to pass. Elizondo steps up in the pocket. Eludes one man, then chased from behind.
Tackled from behind by number 61, Jacob Santiago.
Jacob Santiago on the tackle. 4th and 10. It's going to be the Raiders offense. Let's see what they decide to do. Looks like they're going to attempt a field goal.
Janine Martinez with a 44-yard field goal attempt.
Snaps there, kicks away. It's long enough. Yes, it is, but is it good? The officials are not going to say whether it was good or not. It looks like Sharyland may have gotten a timeout before the snap went off.
Next week's action for both these ball clubs, the 32 6A.
So that is the case. The Rattlers were able to get a timeout.
6A next week. 2 weeks from tomorrow, September 26th, Rivera Raiders will return to Sam's Stadium.
Now there was no one back to
The Harlingen Cardinals.
return it in case if that
Next week's action for the Sharyland
field goal
Rattlers, they
fell
will play
short. I think
Friday
that's what
at
the
home.
special teams coordinator wanted.
Alexander.
It's James Penbrook. He was signaling for someone to head back and return the football in case it fell short. I think that's what they're going to set up here. It's 5:21 in the fourth quarter. Sharyland 25, Rivera 7. So what's next for these Rivera Raiders? Well, they have a bye week. Then they'll kick off district play Friday, September 26th here at Sam's Memorial Stadium against the Harlingen Cardinals. And they'll take on Vets Memorial, then Lopez, then travel to Harlingen South, then host Los Fresnos, Hannah, then at San Benito. They'll wrap up their season. Sean Landes back in the back of the end zone. Snaps there, kicks away, long enough. No good.
Field goal is no good. 5:21 left in the game. Score remains Rattlers 25, Raiders 7.
So the missed field goal attempt, there's 5:21 left in this one. Sharyland 25, Rivera 7. So these Rivera Raiders, if they're unable to pull off a comeback here, they'll be able to have that week off, get a chance to take a good look into the mirror and where do we go from here? And again, these are all non-district games, but they are staring at an 0-3 start. But then you look at it, it's a pretty tough non-district schedule. I mean, Weslaco East, Edinburgh North, Sharyland, all one of the better programs in the valley, especially Sharyland and Edinburgh North, two of the powerhouses of last season. As Guerra will take that handoff to the left side.
Tackled by Christopher Godoy.
But it's not going to get any easier. They got the Harlingen Cardinals coming in. And with the Brownsville schools sharing Sam's Memorial Stadium, they'll welcome in the Chargers, which should be a good football game. Handoff to the left side, crossing midfield, down to the 40, cuts it back up. Now it's a foot race, down to the 20. Chased down from behind, and what looks to be a touchdown-saving tackle. Now he's grabbing, looks to be his wrist, is J.J. Salazar. Saving a long touchdown run from Laredo Guerra. So he's the injured Raider down on the field. 4:45 left in this one. He's going to be back up and on his feet. It's always a good thing to see.
"54-yard reception by Laredo Guerra on the play. First down, Rattlers."
So after the 54-yard play from the Rattlers, Lance Madden will be back at quarterback. He's out of the shotgun. Timeout called by Sharyland. They'll have one remaining. 4:36 left in the ball game. Sharyland 25, Rivera 7. You're listening to KBSD TV and ValleyCentral.com. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. We'll be back in a moment. Rattlers back out onto the field. 1st and 10. Ball on the 13. Rolling out to the left. Option play. And tackled on the far side. Robbie Gonzalez taking that option play.
Down by J.J. Salazar, number 26.
Garza on the tackle. So what lies next for these Rattlers? They'll have their hands full against Laredo Alexander Friday, September 19th. Then they'll kick off their district play against Edinburgh Villa. They'll be hosting the SaberCats. Madden back to pass. Flags will come in from the far side. Madden rolling out, fires that pass, incomplete.
Penalty flags on the play.
He's looking for James Cole.
Edward Velasquez.
So we're going to get the call from the officials.
We have a legal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
It's going to be an illegal shift going against Sharyland. That'll back them up 5. 2nd and 18. Now for the Rattlers, 3:53 remaining in this one. They got Laredo Alexander up next, and they'll kick off district play against the Saber Cats. Then they'll go to Mission Memorial. Then they'll have their bye week. Then they'll host Roma. And now Madden scrambling, looking for someone. He'll fire at the last minute. That pass will fall complete.
Pass complete to number 9, Manny Campos.
Showing off the athleticism is Lance Madden. And that Sharyland Pioneer game, first time the two schools will face off on October 24th. Then they'll play Valley View. Then they'll travel to Rio Grande City on November 7th to wrap up their season. 3:17 remaining. Motion man is Guerra. Madden rolling out to the right, fires to the end zone. Incomplete.
Defenders on the play, number 7, Christopher.
He was looking for Manny Campos.
Edward Velasquez.
Prior to the football game, they had a moment of silence. 13 years ago, 9/11, Patriot Day here in the United States. Everyone paying their respects.
33, Abraham Chan with a 29-yard field goal attempt.
Field goal attempt here for the Rattlers. 3:06 in the ball game. Snaps there, kicks away. It is up and good.
Field goal is good. 3:01 left.
Sharyland 28, Rivera 7 with 3 minutes left in this one. He's now 2 for 2 on the night. That's Abraham Chan. So the Rivera Raiders will get their hands on the football with 3 minutes left in this one. You're listening to KBSD TV and ValleyCentral.com. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the action. I'm Kevin Arnold, bringing you the live play-by-play action. We're coming to you live from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. The visiting Sharyland Rattlers have used their special teams
Kicking off for the Rattlers.
and their defense to get them through this one, along with their field goal kicker nailing 2 field goals. Rattlers kicking off from left to right. This one, or he'll let this one roll into the end zone and he'll take a knee. .258 remaining in this one. So again, Rivera has played well in this one, folks. Again, the special teams is what we talked about before kickoff against Weslaco East. That's what really set them back, fumbling a few punt returns. And against Edinburgh North, that one really could have gone either way. You're going to look back at this one on your bye week. The 2 punt returns for a touchdown, the interception for a touchdown, and then the safety and then the 2 field goals. I guess you can, I don't want to say you can live with it, but it's not really the big picture. Elizondo will go down for a sack with 2:50. But if you're Tom Chavez, you know, you're going to regroup on the bye week. You got district ahead of you. And let's not sleep on this Rivera team. They did sneak into the playoffs last year and pulled off that upset against the Mackay Bulldogs. Very talented team are this Raiders squad. You know, I've become a fan of their quarterback, Danny Elizondo. I think he's a good game manager. He can step up. He can throw from the pocket, and he can also, if need be, he can roll out and make a pass on the run. So they're set at quarterback. Their offensive line has done a good job. They've given their quarterback time. That pass and a nice catch from Edward Rubio. He made all the adjustments there.
16-yard reception on the play.
15-yard pitch and catch. That's going to be a fresh set of downs. Go trips right. 1st and 10 on the 38. Elizondo flushed out to the right. And there's going to be a flag in. That's going to be an easy holding call as Elizondo is pushed out. Coaches from the Sharyland side wanting a holding call. But 58 remaining in this one. We'll see what the call is.
We're holding number 75 on the offense. 10-yard penalty, still 1st down.
So a holding call. That'll back him up 10. .14 on the play clock. Elizondo looking for the quick screen. Nice defensive play.
Screen pass broken up by number 45, Ismael Garcia.
Ismael Garcia with a nice defensive play. Breaking up that pass. Elizondo flips that one. That one tackled at the 29-yard line. Again, Elizondo showing off the athleticism. Just getting rid of that one at the last second. Now there's an injured Raider down on the field. Elizondo
22 on the tackle.
checking up on his teammate. So with the injured Raider down on the field, we're going to take a timeout up here with 1:39 left in this one. Sharyland 28, Rivera 7. You're listening to KBSD TV along with ValleyCentral.com.
Third down, Raiders.
Welcome back to the action. 1:38 left in this one. Hand off to the right side, looking for some running room. Breaking a couple of tackles.
With the carry.
The 3rd and 19 play.
Into the stop, number 76, Ryan Peña. 11-yard carry for Reda.
It's going to be 4th and 7. Raiders will be punting this one away. They get it off. High punt. Inside the 20. 41 seconds left in this one. I think it's safe to say that the Sharyland Rattlers will continue their winning streak to 26 games and start out to a 3-0 start. Looking for some room to run, crossing the 20, cutting back upfield, still on his feet. Look at that, still on his feet, still going all the way to the 29 to the 30-yard line.
Manny Campos, tackled by Christopher Godoy, number
Breaking
7.
multiple tackles was Manny Campos. So with the injured Raider on the field, 21 seconds left in this one. Sharyland Rattlers will be headed home happy. It's the injured man, Edward Velasquez. He'll get back up and on his own power. It'll be a play to the left side. He'll run out of bounds. 9 seconds left in this one.
First down for the Rattlers, 36-yard line.
It'll be a first down for Sharyland. Could very well be the final play of this one. They're still coming out of the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Down to the 40-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the
That'll
Brownsville
be your
Independent
final
School
score. The
District, we thank you
Sharyland
for your
Rattlers
schools
improved to
athletic program
3-0 on
this
the
evening.
year. Meanwhile, the
Wish everyone a safe
Rivera
trip
Raiders
home.
will fall to
Final
0-3.
score, Sharyland
Final
Rattlers
score here at
3,
Sam's
Rivera
Memorial
Raiders
Stadium.
7.
Sharyland 28, Rivera 7. That's your final score. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to KBSD 17, along with ValleyCentral.com, and a special thank you to the Vets Memorial students who gave you all the great camera work and brought you this game live. So once again, your final score is Sharyland 28, Rivera 7. Thank you for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com, along with KBSD 17. I'm Kevin Arrow saying so long and good night from Brownsville.